Hi guys, my name's Raya, and I'm going to be spending 100 days on a chunk in Minecraft. Day
Oh.
1, we spawned into the world and
Oh.
we had a villager. I
Yeah.
searched his house and found a chest, and I found wood, a potato, and some
Potato,
pumpkin
some
seeds, which
pumpkin
I didn't know that you couldn't
seeds.
eat. I then found a tree sapling and placed it, knowing wood would probably be an issue since we were on one chunk. I started making a mine because our chunk spawner chest was in the chunk somewhere. I made some cobblestone tools so we could mine the first blocks of iron we just found, which was nice to find so soon. Began mining some more and found some coal, which was nice so that we could make our iron ingots and some torches. I went ahead and made some torches because night was coming soon. I went mining some more and I found some more
Pretty big
iron,
chunk
and then
too.
I made a hoe so that I could start our garden. Since there were no animals, this was going to be our only source of food, so we needed to have a garden. Turns out you can't eat pumpkin seeds, by the way, or pumpkins. Didn't know that.
Okay, I found some.
I don't even know why I planted them.
We need a
Zach
wood.
told me that we needed
Oh my god, I
water
almost fell.
for our
Okay,
garden.
so don't
So I
fall.
went down and grabbed some of our iron that Zach was making and made a bucket because we remember
When we
seeing
find
some
water, I'm
water
making a
at the bottom of the chunk. So I was gonna go get some water and bring it back up
I'm
for
also
our
gonna make
garden.
myself an iron pick, okay?
I also made an iron pickaxe in case I found anything good down there. And a shield in case mobs started spawning or there was a cave.
Put dirt on my.
I mined for a bit, and I actually did find a little bit of a cave.
Oh.
Had some dripstone, it was kind of cool, and turns out I didn't even have my shaders on. So I finally turned my shaders on,
Place a coat.
put the water in the garden, and started trading with our now Fletcher. Mined some more wood because I'm gonna be making a lot of trades with this man, and I took his wood from his house too because, well, we didn't have much wood. I went down the mines and got attacked by a skeleton and almost died, and we didn't have any food, so there was no way of getting my hearts back up until our crops grew.
Right.
So I went around and lit up the chunk that we had so no mobs would spawn on top of our chunk. I made a smoker thinking that you could smoke rotten flesh, but you
Oh, so
can't
you
do it
can't
in this
smoke rotten
mod,
flesh.
so that was pretty pointless. And I made a fence because I was scared that our villager was going to fall off the map. So I fenced in our entire chunk because I wasn't trying to worry about that man falling off. I placed some more saplings because we kind of need a lot of wood. And I built off of our chunk so that we had more space to plant our tree saplings. I made some bone meal so that I could make the trees grow a little bit faster. I probably should have used that on our crops now because I was at 2 hearts. Anyways, so I did this weird thing. I built a staircase on top of our villager house because I was going to make a tree farm. I don't know. It was like we needed more space. We were on one chunk, and so I built a staircase to the top of his house. You'll see I'm going to fill it with dirt and then place our tree saplings on it. I don't know why I did it. Oh, yeah, this is what our unstable chunk spawner that we regret placing right here. Later down on.
What?
Because it was nothing. It was ocean. It didn't give us anything. And we had to go down into the ocean and mine for the next chunk spawner. Oh, this was Zach's first death by a pufferfish. And this is me building the tree farm. Not knowing that you can place trees right next to each other and they'll grow just fine. And this is Zach's second death. He fell out of the world. Count how many times? Oh, that's the third. Count how many times you can see Zach die, because it's a lot. I traded with our Fletcher some more. I got some emeralds. And our mobs were coming from our mine. Knew we needed to go place torches down there eventually. Otherwise, our villager was going to become a zombie. Ate the rotten flesh because I was at 2 hearts and we didn't have any food. So I figured it can't hurt that bad, right? And it didn't. So I went down and placed some torches, and that was my first death. And I blame it on us not having any food. And this is like one of my only deaths. So I go and fix all the torches and kill all the mobs so they stopped coming up because I didn't want our villager to die. I went back up after I was done placing the torches to find a wandering trader. But he didn't have anything. He had nothing good. I used some of our iron that we had just gotten to craft me and Zach some axes. I used my axe to go ahead and start getting wood from my tree farm so that I could start trading with our Fletcher some more. Been to day 5, and day 5 I traded with my villager, and you can actually trade in stacks of 64. I just thought he would rip me off. Day 6, I went up and started getting wood from our tree farm some more because I used a lot of it to trade with our Fletcher. Zach kept falling off the map, so I decided to help him out a little bit and build a platform around the edges so he could swim up anywhere rather than just falling off the edge of the map because of the water. So that was his little platform for him. And here I am getting attacked by zombies. I'm out there trying to mine, and I died. And had to go down there and fight them to get my loot back with my bare hands. Alright, I got my loot back and went to bed. I start day 7 by harvesting some crops, extending the farm, making some bread. I don't want him to die.
There, and then if it's like that, we
And Zach did not like my little contraption right here. I didn't want the mobs coming up or the villager going down, so I put trap doors.
I want to see what that looks like. Just shut the door.
And he said I looked funny when I opened the trap door.
You like arise.
I see. I traded with my Fletcher some more. I went down to try and go help Zach, but I didn't know where he went. And I didn't want to accidentally fall off the map. So here I am in our little cave, and we didn't place any torches. So there were a lot of mobs down here. Dude, why is there water in this? And I almost died. And turns out Zach placed water. Zach placed water. I don't know why. It made it really hard to swim up. And I made a fishing pole so that I could start getting fish for us. And I did this for a good while. Because we did not have a lot of food. So all of day 9, all I did was fish. And I got some good stacks of fish for fishing all day. And then I decided to go fight the mobs down in our cave and place some torches so that they'd stop spawning. I found some redstone and some gold after going down to mine with Zach. We were looking for the chest that had our world core in it, but it took a while to find. And I found our first diamonds. It was a good stack. It was better than 1. At the end of day 9, I started harvesting some of our crops. I went back down to try to help Zach find the world core again because he could not find it.
Throw him at the top. Okay.
Sorry. So I swam down to go help Zach, and I won't lie to you guys, this mod pack, it was broken a little bit. In the settings, you had to change something to make the chest spawn in all of the chunks. I also went ahead and made the chunk chests not spawn at bedrock.
Come on, we're good. We're good. Shit.
No, it's building. It's building. Back up. Whoa. Back up.
Oh.
And we got another villager. But, yo. We didn't like this villager very much. If you can't tell by his outfit, we didn't know, but he's a nitwit, which means he can't get a job or do anything. Zach comes up and helps me get all this wood from our farm. And I have this issue in every Minecraft game where the phantoms will attack me, and if I kill them, they'll respawn. It doesn't happen to Zach. They just come after me, and it's pretty annoying. But Zach said that he wanted to take it down because we needed the space. So I decided to destroy this man's house. The whole thing. Just take it down. And we got some more parts to our cave, which made it look kind of cool. All I found was redstone down there. And then I went fishing. Found this fishing pool while fishing, by the way. This enchanted one. And Zach found the next world core. So we placed it where the villager path was, hoping to find another villager house.
Here it comes.
But there wasn't much. Just some more paths. And I went to go get some more wood again and traded with our villager some more.
I hear you satisfying them, Bill.
And here's us trying to get this villager to take a job. We
nitwit?
didn't know
Is that what
there
this
was
is?
such thing as a villager who can't take a job called a nitwit. So we just sat here and tried to get him to take a job for
Okay, sorry. I'm
probably
going to
like
go and get
2
the new
days.
World War, so
I was mad at this
everything's
villager.
facing
I
down,
wanted
please,
him to
please.
take a job. Looking back, I don't know why we didn't just make more villagers now that we had 2. So I was thinking this villager would not take the job because he didn't like the way our farm looked. So I redid our entire farm, trying to make it look like a villager farm.
Bum who still
But
doesn't wanna have a job.
he still did not take the job. It wasn't about the farm. I'm pretty sure this is where disaster happens. There were a lot of mobs and I thought I could handle it. Tried to go back into the villager's house and I accidentally whacked our villager.
Oh my god.
The zombie killed me. I spawned on top of this leaves from a tree. If you notice, I played this clip 2 times on purpose. Our villager just jumped off the map right there. He yeeted himself off the map. Off the world. Just jumped. And I didn't realize that he had jumped at this time. Mr. Fletcher? Oh no. He straight up just fell off the map.
Who was I just walked out?
It was
Where'd I get this man?
it was sad because now all we had was the nitwit who
Where'd
didn't
you
want to
place
take a
this man
job.
next to-
I still kind of go around looking for him, thinking he got like stuck somewhere. But he fell off the map that night.
I did too. Oh shit.
We placed the next world core
Damn it.
and there wasn't a whole lot again. There was just some more path and some trees. I also found a book while fishing, so that was nice. Made some pickaxes to go mining with Zach. And I found some iron and some coal. Made a diamond pick with the diamonds I found. And I decided to make a big staircase in our mine. I don't know why. This was pointless. We never used it. Honestly, it just caused a mob problem. I figured it would just be like easier to get down the stairs and I might find some like more iron or diamonds, but none of that happened. And this we found a chicken. We found our first chicken. And during this video, I actually find out that you can place chickens with their eggs that they drop, which I didn't know. So I spawned in a lot of chickens. And I found a dog.
Motherfucker, he wants bum,
And I
boy.
trapped him.
What do you mean?
Because
Oh, shit,
I wanted this dog. And I didn't have any bones. And this guy actually eats like 7 bones before coming my dog. This is me extending the villager house because we needed some more
Can you keep-
space.
Okay, what is this spawn? What is this spawn right now? Sorry. Are you kidding me?
And
Where's the- get
turns
a-
out
get a bucket-
Zach
get a fucking
died
bucket of
and
water.
spawned on that leaves
where's
in the sky.
Get back down there.
So I needed to why is that destroy those. So this is me doing that. There was just 1 piece of wood up there. I started putting all of our valuables in some chests and sorting them out, and
Oh,
Zach
yeah, yeah,
found
shipping.
the next world core.
Oh shit, here it comes.
Watch out, don't get smacked by a tree.
Damn,
And
more
it was just
fucking
some more
trees,
trees
bro.
again. And
Yeah, this
hey,
is
if
the
you
new
stuck
chunk right
around this far, you might as well like and subscribe because that'd help me out a lot and I'd appreciate it. I woke up the next day and took care of the farm. Like always. Every morning I wake up and take care of the farm. I finally got my dog, which was nice. And my plan with this sand was that I was
Holy
going
hate
to
myself, I
make
fucking hate myself.
our ocean biome like a big fish bowl with glass blocks. But I never actually got to that. Nope, I never did. Still sounds cool. I actually might go back and do that,
Allowed to stay here.
depending on how this video does.
And it killed our
Yeah, I'm thinking if this video gets like
good or bad.
a good amount of likes, I'll go back and spend 200 days there because the nether there
My shield broke.
is also chunk by chunk. And if you don't know, the nether is lava.
Right, this one's got
So we have to go in lava. Anyways, this cave was filled with mobs. Like, there was almost no way of going down there and looting it with how big the cave was now. I honestly don't know
Caves, I can't stand
why there
I
were
can't
so
stay
many.
here.
Like, we looked for a mob spawner. We tried to run down there, place torches, but further on, this just gets worse. We don't even, like, really try and go down here anymore, because it just, they don't stop. I thought I could, kill them all, you know, place some torches, but that wasn't happening. I, took care of the farm again, and this is me bridging across the cave instead of having to go through it. But Zach was not having a good time down here, as you can tell by the arrows in his back. We just stopped going down there. So we made another chunk spawner and placed it, and it didn't give us much once again.
Oh shit, there it comes.
We just we wanted another villager, honestly. I wanted my villager back. I was sad. He was gone.
Dude.
We made a lot of cobblestone pickaxes because we were gonna go find the chests and get a lot of world cores and try to get our villager back because we kind of needed him. So I created a chunk spawner and we had enough shards to make a plains chunk spawner. So we did that as well. So this is me placing the regular one.
Oh shit, there it comes. Oh shit.
And I'm not really sure why there's like a wood. Oh,
way,
that was
pumpkin.
the other part of the villager's house. That little wood log thing. That's what that is.
No.
And we found a pumpkin patch. Apparently finding a pumpkin patch is actually like kind of hard. So I was like, that's kind of cool. This is us placing the plains chunk spawner.
Shit. Be a village, be a village, be a village.
And we got part of
we need one
2
more
villager houses. And you know, I almost spawned a villager in.
wandering traitor.
Because later down when we place the chunk spawners over there, they don't give us a villager. It's like you need an entire villager house for them to spawn.
Yes, peace.
It's pretty saddening. I made me and Zach some full iron armor. I gave Zach his so that he could go down mining.
He literally picked it off.
Because he kept falling
Give
off
me a
the
second.
world with all of his iron armor. It was upsetting.
Oh, that hurt like a bitch. I'm at half a heart.
See?
Oh my god,
Look at that.
I'm
He's at half a heart.
Oh my god.
God.
After
I
giving
don't
him
know why I'm not
full
okay.
iron armor.
You motherfuckers
Anyways,
got me down
so I
there.
swam down there and tried to help him. He put himself in a little box. This was that cave.
Oh my God, Zach. This
We
is
hadn't
not-
gone down here,
No,
and
get out of here. Oh my god, try to get out of here.
there was a lot more mobs now that the cave was bigger. I tried to swim up, but I didn't understand that Zach was telling me to take it down, and it's because the skeletons were shooting at me.
Put torches down, we'll whack him dead, and then we'll be chilling, okay?
So he was gonna go run around, put some torches down, and then we were gonna kill him. So he ran around, placed some torches down, and we slayed some mobs together. I almost died again, so I put myself in a little box and ate some potatoes. This is Zach falling from a high place after just getting full iron armor. But I went mining again and I found some coal. And I found the new chunk spawner.
I found it.
Yeah, I made it I went in to the settings of the mod and I made it stop giving us shards cuz it
Oh my God,
felt
why are there so many
like a
mobs
little
out
too
here?
much. Like we were
That's
just
it.
like
I'm making an iron golem.
spawning world cores in too fast. I didn't think it was very fun. I wanted it to be a little more challenging. And this is me trying to make an iron golem because of how many mobs were spawning. No matter how many torches we placed, there were always mobs coming from one of our mines or the cave. They just always found their way up. So my mission, and it's a pretty stupid mission, was to make an iron golem. Because I needed somebody else to fight off the mobs. We placed another plains chunk spawner
Be a villager.
next to the villager
Look, you
house,
said there'd be
hoping
two
that there would
villagers.
be a villager there.
Villager. Oh, there's some of the house.
But there was not.
There's some.
And I don't want to talk about what happened to the right. We
Two sheep just
we
spawned.
thought a chunk
Oh, yeah.
placing a regular chunk spawner on a plains chunk would create the rest of the plains chunk, but that's not how it works. You have to place a plains chunk spawner on the plains chunk spawner to get more of the plains. But we thought it would
Why are
just
there
like
so
go
many?
off of the chunk. Yeah, no. So we didn't get to experience that other villager house. This is me creating an iron golem, but these guys had different plans for me. 3 of them. 3 of them. And I fought them so carefully. And they still blew up my iron blocks there. And I had to get more iron. We had just enough iron for me to make an iron golem. And I had to go get more iron. So now I can make my iron golem. And this guy, he doesn't do anything.
Hired help. What'd you do?
I make him and then I leave him and I never see him again. I am pretty sure he fell off the world.
Some mobs.
And I don't even know how or why or where. I never saw him again. So here's me taking care of the farm, doing my duties, while Zach is building a platform for our house. I told him we should have just placed chunk spawners instead of building a 2x2 platform
Got a world tour.
with just dirt. I don't know. I made some TNT. I don't know why. We don't use it, but I saw that we could make TNT, so I wanted to make some TNT. And then I go on to make another plains chunk spawner, hoping to get another villager. I always like watching the chunks spawn in. They're kind of cool. All we got was a little bit of a farm, which was kind of lame. So we placed our other one, and it just gave us more mountain. It was kind of lame. It was basically nothing,
Lovely.
and we had to go down there and find another chunk. So Zach went ahead and did that, and I took care of the farm. And I basically got dirt the rest of that day to help him fill this in. As you can tell from my inventory, I got a lot of dirt. And we had to extend it out some more because Zach miscalculated. Like I said, we should have just placed the chunks over there because it would have just made things a lot easier. So I'll go around and place some tree saplings because we were going to need a lot of wood for our house. And we were just living in like our villager, what we call shed later on. It's just a shed. And we needed a house. And I wanted to have a pretty good house since we were living 100 days here. And I had to extend it out some more because he miscalculated again. So this is me just filling it in for him. If this video gets like 20,000 likes, I'll come back and live 200 days here with Zach. So we had I think it's called a moat. We built a moat, which was kind of cool. And I made some bone meal because I wanted to have like a pretty looking yard instead of just like flat dirt. I don't know. And I decided to extend it out some more because it was like exactly to the size of our house. And I wanted it to not be so cramped. So I mined some more wood. And I got some leaves for like some bushes around our house. And I still don't understand why I didn't just place all these trees right next to each other. I don't know, I guess I wanted it to look pretty. This is me making the stuff that we would need for our house. So a lot of hoppers, chests, trapdoors, slabs, and this is us going ahead and building it.
There's 2 leaf blocks missing.
I saw
And an
that.
Enderman was taking our leaf blocks. So you'll see me just grab some oak leaf blocks here because I wanted to give the leaf blocks around our house some dimension. So it wasn't just spruce leaves. And the Enderman was taking them, so they needed filled in anyways. I get rid of that Enderman, by the way, so he doesn't take our leaves anymore. That continues on building the house, and it's looking pretty good. And I put everything that he'll need in this chest over here. We actually use this chest a lot. Like that's, you know, the drawer in your house. That was the chest for our house. This is just where we put everything. We walked in, put everything in that chest, and then went upstairs. I didn't like how everything was gonna be spruce. I wanted it to have a little bit of contrast, so I go in and like mess around with some stuff and make it oak instead of spruce. While Zach continues building, we need more wood. We need a lot of wood for this house. So you'll see me get a lot of wood and place a lot of saplings.
I'm about to need hella trapdoors.
And yep,
and
Zach
hella
said that he
slabs.
needed a lot of trapdoors and slabs, so I mined some wood and I made him a lot of trapdoors and slabs. And then I went around and made our yard, but I didn't like the long leaves. I don't know, it just looked like an overgrown lawn. So I go around and I smack the tall ones because I didn't like how they looked. They just, I don't know. I go ahead and bone meal our oak trees.
Wow, this is nice.
Because we didn't need as much oak as we did spruce, but I still wanted contrast, so I wanted
And a
oak.
bunch of trapdoors.
I gave Zach all the trapdoors he would need, because that's like a part of the first floor roofing, I guess you could say. And this is me just contrasting the build again. And I go ahead and take over building here. Zach goes and finds the chunk spawners, and I go ahead and just start building. And I didn't think you guys want to watch like the whole build, because it's like kind of boring, but kind of cool. So I included some of it, but not a lot of it. And I go and do my farm duties again. And we had a lot of chickens, so we needed to shorten that down a little bit. I also ended up going and turning down hostile animals because they were loud. And there were 2 creepers under our house. It scared me. I thought they were gonna blow up the house. I lured them out and killed them. But that was pretty scary. So this is me continuing the build. I kind of liked these glass rooms. They're pretty cool. We just didn't have a lot to look at. You know, it was just open space out there. But hey, it looks cool. I ended up continuing the build while Zach went ahead and kept mining and looking for the chunk spawners because he was getting pretty frustrated. So I just took over and built the house. This is me doing the roof to the first floor, which will be a part of the second floor. And this creeper blows up our chest that had all of our building materials in it. So I don't know which ones just like broke and despawned from the creeper, but I had to make another chest and put everything back in there, and we lost a couple things. And these are farms on top of these little huts on our house. It takes a while to get our farm up there because like it starts so little. Went ahead and placed some fences around the farm and started creating the second floor. And these farms were connected by little bridges, which actually took me a really long time to make. Those bridges were really confusing. We were using some build that we found, and I didn't understand how those bridges were made. I'm pretty sure I left them alone to go like build other things because I could not figure it out for a second. And these are the phantoms again, just bothering me, like, always. I swear. If you keep watching my videos and I make more Minecraft videos, you'll see that the phantoms always come after me, no matter what. Not Zach, though. Just me. So I built the last floor, and it is now day 57. We've made it halfway, and our house isn't even finished. This is where I finally finished those bridges in between the farms. I figured it out. And I contrasted it between spruce and oak.
I know, I don't.
And I actually built the roof wrong. There was supposed to be like glass blocks, but I was just making the wooden stairs. So I had to take it down and redo it, which was a little bit of a pain, especially because when you break a glass block and you don't have silk touch, it disappears. So I had to make sure that I didn't place it in the wrong spot, but I'm human and I placed a few of them in the wrong spot. And I placed lamps all around the bottom side of our house so no more mobs would spawn down there. And I didn't like the look of torches on the floor, so lamps were the way to go. So I got rid of the torches and instead placed lamps because they just looked a lot better in my opinion. And Zach had found the chunk spawner, so we spawned a new plains chunk. And we try to find another villager for a while here. That's all we do. We place chunk spawners to try and get our villager back. Because we needed to make trades. Get an armor, you know. Because it was hard to find diamonds. We didn't have a lot of chunks. I mean, it kind of looks like we do, but it's hard to find diamonds already. And if you're wondering what happened to our nitwit villager, I'm pretty sure he also fell off the map. Because, I mean, he is a nitwit, but we couldn't find him. This is me fixing our walkway from the shed to the house, because it was just like all cobblestone. And I wanted to make it look pretty. I wanted to give it some contrast, you know? And I realized that the villager house was messed up. So I go ahead and go in and shorten it back down and look like a villager house again. And I go ahead and make a path here. I'm not even really sure why. Just made a path.
That was a good moment to say that.
I take the flag we found and I put it on the house instead of on the shed. And I'm taking care of the animals. And we never find another cow. The cow was just lonely. And we needed sugarcane.
Or planting.
And it was gonna be hard. Because we had to spawn in chunks. So we couldn't really find it naturally, you know? So I was just messing with the house some more. And I went down to go get some seagrass for our moat. So it didn't look so empty, I guess you could say. It was just like, yeah. So I placed some seagrass down there, make it look pretty, and I filmed this around Halloween. So I decided to give us some pumpkin heads outside of our house, because it's Halloween, you need some pumpkins. I found some coal and iron when I went mining, because it was time for me to find the chunk spawners. I don't know why I'm mining without my pickaxe right now. Alright. I mined down into this cave.
I'm dead.
It was sad. That was the cave that was giving us all of our issues. And I went back down there, you know, try get my stuff and just run out. But they got me again. Yep. Just kept getting slain
Get
by
my
these
golden
guys.
apple. Eat it. And then
I'm pretty sure I just give up. Cause there's too many. You can't.
Right.
Look,
oh my god,
there's just too many. You can't. And this is me trying to get back down there. A horde of zombies comes after me. So I just decided to leave my stuff down there.
I'm mining this iron
Main
down
Echo mining and I found some iron, but it was underwater and so that was pretty slow. And I rebuilt this bell. because I didn't like how the villager bell was just in the air when we spawned it in. I'm not sure where the days went. The days were in the top left corner of the screen and now they're gone.
Morning time.
But I used a free editing software, so
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
this video does good. I might pay for one so
Oh my
that
God.
it looks a little better and doesn't glitch so much. This creeper almost blew us up.
To the next.
We found some more iron and we needed iron. Iron was hard to find when you only have so many chunks. Any ores are just hard to find, except for bronze, which thankfully that's what we made the world chunks out of. But they were also bronze
Alright, I'm
blocks
about
or
to go back.
copper blocks. Same thing, honestly. They're both like red
Okay, so
brown.
creepers are
Anyways, so I
over
swim down and tried to help Zach find
Okay,
this
it's right
next
there.
world core. He
there.
loved
Wait till
doing
you
this
go right
little
there, but wait till you
waterfall
get the
thing.
chest over there.
I usually just mine
Oh.
down in a staircase. This was the
Oh, are
cave.
you okay?
The cave had extended so much.
That must be an old chest.
And there were so many torches down there, yet there were still so many mobs. It's like no matter how many torches we placed, the mobs were just always gonna be there. And these creepers
bridge.
almost blew up our bridge that we made. We placed another chunk spawner to connect our house to the other ones, and there was nothing. Again, placed another chunk spawner, and it just gave us more path. We found the next world core and hit back up and placed another one. And it gave us nothing again. I don't know how this path just led down to nothing. It was just like a drop. I don't understand Minecraft sometimes. We're doing good on food now. And I found another watering trader, but he didn't have anything. We placed another world core and it gave us nothing.
Picked up our stuff.
Again.
Oh, I found it.
We really wanted this villager, okay? I wanted to get some
Okay. That's
armor and a Fletcher for emeralds, and it was very frustrating. So we placed this one right by the house. I told Zach, I was like, we're just gonna do it. And lucky us, we got a villager house. He had spawned outside of the house. We thought there was no villager for a second. And he became a farmer. But we took that job away from him and made him a armorer because we had emeralds from our Fletcher before.
I found it.
We found another world core. And Zach said he needed my help. I came down here to him mining obsidian.
This makes me feel like I should have made an iron pickaxe.
So I got my diamond pickaxe and helped him mine all of this obsidian. Honestly, we probably mined too much. We didn't need that much. But there was that much obsidian, so we mined it and got rid of it. I said we should place this next one right next to the villager house. But it doesn't give us anything. It just creates a lot of mess.
It's okay.
So we have to clean up that mess here because it makes our house look bad. I also locked this villager in his house. I didn't want him falling off the map like our iron golem and our other two villagers. He was gonna be stuck here. And 5 days of my world were not recorded. Maybe less than 5 days. I'm not sure. But we made an enchantment table with the book that I had and found another villager towards the far side of the chunks and extended their house and bred them. So there are 3 villagers now. We also made another portal, and I don't have a clip of us going to the nether, but basically you're on
There's a
a
bed
chunk
in
of
the
the
enchant-
nether surrounded by lava, and you would have to mine into the nether chunk to find the nether chunk spawner. It sounded like a lot of work. So, we didn't go back there. It was scary to look into the abyss of the nether. We didn't like it. So I fixed the villager house some more and traded with our Fletcher. And I got some wood to trade with our Fletcher some more. And it went really fast with our enchanted
Have a
diamond
sort of
pickaxes now.
triangle.
Anyway, so I traded with my
using them.
armorer to level him up with our emeralds that we got from our Fletcher and got some more wood.
Oh, I
So
fell, but it's
we
fine.
couldn't find
I
sugar
recovered.
cane, so I tried fishing for some books so
Give me
that we
some
could get
books.
bookshelves for our enchantment table, but I only found one book in an entire day of fishing, and I realized it was going to take way too long. So we decided to spawn a
Sugar
sand
cane.
biome, but there was no sugar cane.
No sugar cane. Whatever.
Oh yeah, you see that nether portal? It's not good in there. Yeah, we wanted to make our enchantment table better, but we needed books and no sugar cane.
Yeah, 17 for a helmet and
So
23 for
our
a
goal
chest
by the
plate.
end of this video, since we didn't really go to the nether, was to have full diamond armor. So I mined some gravel to trade with our Fletcher, because he didn't want any more stick trades. So I did that for a while, and I decided to clean up our farm, because we didn't need it. Because day 100 was just around the corner. And I decided to place trees here instead. You know, make it look pretty, more natural. Yeah, yeah, this was the villager house, by the way, that we had, getting him up to our house was a pain. We got him in a boat, but the boat didn't work, so I had to right click on him all the way up to the house, and we tried a boat and a waterfall, and it wasn't working. Nothing we were doing was working other than I had to right click him all the way up to the house, and it took forever. I guess
downstairs.
night 99. I decided to enchant my pickaxe, and this was the sunrise of day 100 at the top of our house. And we decided that we wanted to put our diamond armor on our armor stand, so we built armor stands and put our diamond armor on them. I thought I could give them my sword, but I guess you can't do that in this one. There's like specific armor stands that have arms. But me and Zach decided that we were gonna have just a full out fight day 100. So this is us just fighting each other. And he only gets me once. And it's not even fair how he gets me. But I think he took my bow. Later on we have a bow fight. And he just kept shooting me with my bow, and I couldn't find mine. But he swore it was his. And he came at me with a flower here. He's just shooting me with a bow. And I'm pretty sure it's mine. I had a really good enchanted bow, and I could not find it. I'm almost positive he took it.
Go F5. Go F5 and look at how many arrows I put in you.
And this is how many times Zach hit me with his arrows. We were having fun, just going all out. Anyways, but this was day 100. We just had some fun. It was a lot of mining and getting materials. Technically, this is like the day 101, but we did it. Yep.
Alright.
Day 100.
Let's
And
leave and
one
never
now.
return.
But so our last day we figured, well, I guess this is day 101, but I wanted to see what it was like when you like jumped off and how you died. But me and Zach fought on this waterfall before falling off. Zach had fallen off
No
plenty
way,
of
how did
times,
you
but
do
I
that?
had not fallen off the map. So I didn't know what happened. But basically you fall and you
Oh
lose
wow,
hearts.
you just lose hearts and die.
Yep. Anyways, I hope you guys like this video, and if you could like and subscribe, it would help me out a bunch, and I would appreciate you guys. Anyways, peace out. If this video gets 20,000 likes, I'll spend 200 days here because this was a really hard mod. And I hope you continue watching my videos. Bye!